Warnings from world over about the potential for a bloodbath in Syria. President Trump tweeting that Assad should not recklessly attack Idlib. If he did, it would be a grave humanitarian mistake, and that hundreds of thousands of people could be killed. And that is just one of many warnings about Idlib. The United Nations saying that as many as 1 million children could be at risk if a full-scale offensive goes ahead. They are just a fraction, of course, of the near 3 million people who live in Idlib, many of whom have fled other parts of Syria. They are now hemmed in, half-starved and facing aerial bombardment. The United Nations hopes that some sort of diplomatic solution can be reached between Russia and Turkey in terms of securing decent humanitarian corridors, but they warn that time is running out.
The meetings so far between the Turkish side and the Russian side have not been conclusive. And we have been hearing indications through the press that the government was putting a deadline around the 10th of September. That's why the sense of urgency. That's why our appeal, if I may, to President Putin and to President Erdogan to talk and go beyond perhaps technical discussions and find a solution.
But the bombardment has already begun. Different monitors reporting today that Russian warplanes have been spotted above Idlib, carrying out raids and bombing. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights saying as many as 13 civilians already killed. But Moscow and the Kremlin are defiant. President Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, says that he is concerned about Idlib in terms of the number of terrorists in Idlib, saying, as they have said before, that that is a threat to global security. Russia has described those terrorists as a festering abscess. And President Putin's spokesperson really brushed aside President Trump's tweet, saying that President Trump didn't have the comprehensive approach that was needed to solve Syria's problems. So at the moment, there is no secure answer in terms of a humanitarian corridor, and Moscow is very much defiant in terms of its stance of supporting the Syrian military. Dan Ashby, CGTN, Moscow.